Product of the Week, brought to you by Tackle World.
Talking fishing, nothing but fishing, we're talking fishing.
Welcome back to Talking Fishing, and we're going to launch straight into Product of the Week with a reel that was released while we're on our winter break, but we want to officially introduce the Stratic FL. And we're going to do something a little bit different with this reel because we could just hold it up and wind it and tell you how good it is, but what we want to do is compare it to the old Stratic FK to show you where the improvements have been made. Now, we've got a little slide prepared for you, so we'll shoot that up on the screen now, and it'll give you just a little checkbox of where the improvements have been made from the Stratic FL from the Stratic FK. So Micro Module Gear 2, now we'll get into these as we go, I just want to give you a bit of an overview. Micro Module Gear 2, silent drive, there's been an improvement to Hagani gearing, X-Protect and a long stroke spool basically make up the new Stratic FL. Now boys, you can see straight off the bat with the Stratic FL. Now, Dave, you've got a 2500 there. Charlie, you've got a 3000, and I've got a 5000 size here. They are, tell me they're not one of the smoothest reels you've ever held in your life.
Super smooth.
I think it's the best looking Stratic. Listen, that is part of it. I don't care what the technology does. It looks sexy as hell. Now, I mentioned at the top, Micro Module 2 is one of the features, but before we get to that, silent drive.
Yeah. What's silent drive?
So what does it mean? Silent drive, basically, in amongst all the gearing and the internals, there's a slide that'll flash up on your screen now.
It's a mute button.
In between all the internals, they have basically identified anywhere where there's too much space that over time could cause play or unnecessary noise.
Yeah, okay.
They've taken those gaps out. As you can see, it looks very technical.
Yep.
And it all sits within that tiny body, so that over time, no matter how long you use the reel for under what circumstances, whether it's brim and trout fishing with a 1000 or light kingfish and snapper with a 5000, over time the reel stays as silent as it's smooth as it does when you take it out of the box on day one. Wow. So that's silent drive. Now, to accompany that, we move into Micro Module 2, which is around the actual cut of the gearing. You can see on your screen now, the grooves in that gearing is cut so precisely and to an absolute perfect shape.
To the micron.
Well, there you go, to the micron, hence the name. Again, it's all about building a reel that stays silent and stays smooth throughout the course of the life of the reel, regardless of what pressure you put it under. So Shimano have gotten to the point with their technology that everything now is about precision and about perfection.
Yep.
And now you can get all of that technology in a reel that sits in about the $300 to $350 price point.
Yeah.
That's pretty special because they have some characteristics about these reels as good as the flagship reel in the Stella.
Yep.
It has now made its way into a Stratic.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing the Stratic has done is taken a brand new feature in the long stroke spool. That is all about casting distance and castability. So that's all. You're just getting a little bit of extra height. So not only does it assist line lay, but it allows the line to come off the spool with less friction as it hits the lip, therefore giving you less resistance off the spool and more distance in your cast. So you couple that with some of the insane rod technology, which we'll cover throughout the course of this season on Talking Fishing, and you can cast the lightest possible lures and soft plastics with ease and get the distance and the accuracy that you require. So that's the Stratic FL. It is a big upgrade over the Stratic FK, and we all know how good that reel was.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the best reels for its price point that I've seen in all the years I've been in the fishing industry, and I honestly believe that. You've just got to have a muck around with one.
Yeah, that's right. Hagani gears.
So Hagani gears, they've
body.
And they've improved the Hagani process. So they've changed the design of the gearing again. It is still cold forged like the original Hagani gear, but again you're getting that extra longevity.
Yeah.
Basically, what Shimano wants you to do is spend your hard earned on a good quality reel, and it stays that quality
forever
from day 150 than it did on day one.
That's right. And the Hagani system, just remembering, as you probably covered it, is the rigidity of the frame with the rigidity of the gears once you start to distort the frame,
Yeah, it's all
puts
one
pressure.
piece.
Yeah, that's right.
Puts
And
pressure on everything else, doesn't
that's
it?
right,
Yeah.
and that's
So-
a huge part of fishing
Yeah.
reels that we never quite understood. The
Yeah.
flex in the body
Yeah.
can actually puts pressure on the gears,
Which
which
gives
causes
resistance, makes
that's
it
right,
feel
which
bad.
causes wear. So
Wear.
now, not only have you got all that technology inside the reel, but
Yeah.
the body's actually shielding it again,
That's right.
so you're not putting as much pressure on the
Amazing.
internals. Great technology,
That is-
it
that
really
is
is,
beautiful.
and it's
Yeah,
a beautiful
they are.
reel.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, when you go to the cabinet, you sort of pull them out, you have a bit of feel and a bit of a play, and you do all this stuff, and
so
you
after-
go, oh, I think I'll have that.
Yeah, well, after all these years, and you've been
Yeah.
in the industry longer than Dave and I combined, you still get excited taking that brand
You do.
new reel out of a box for the first time,
Yeah, I
don't
know,
you?
I know. You think, oh, that's my old favourite. It gets a flick.
Keep it
It
on
gets
the
a
back
flick,
door
you know,
waiting for him to
anyway,
come
comes
in.
out.
Now, as these are also, they also come in a 1,000 and a 4,000 as
yeah.
well.
So the full, I guess, lighter size range that's available from 1,000 all the way through to 5,000. So you are literally covered from trout in a 1,000, capable of casting the lightest lures with mono or braid, all the way through to the 5,000, which I've got in my hand here. Which, listen, for our market, we probably sell a lot for snapper and Murray cod trolly. It has that much power. You could use it as a light kingfish reel
Yeah.
for when you get kings at the back of the boat. You can cast a sluggo or a flick bait or something like that. Definitely more than capable of doing it.
So tell me something. 2 models ago, the Stratic FJ, which was the white model,
White one, yep.
came in a 6,000 and an 8,000.
Yes.
Why aren't Shimano doing those bigger reels now in the Stratics?
Well, I think Shimano have identified over the years that in order to create a reel worthy of the species you're targeting, they've completely split their range. So you've got a Stratic FL and Stratic FK, which was, I guess, a finessed light offshore sort of heavy estuary. Once you get past that, you're now talking about a completely different kettle of fish. Now, they go insane with drag pressure, so
Yep.
quite a large stack carbon drag system, which you just don't need in the smaller reels, through to tougher bodies and bigger bodies to withstand more drag pressure. They've taken them out, and that's where you see the saltwater concept reels from Socorro, Saragossa, which has
into
been
those
so
markets.
popular for
Yeah.
us all. They really have separated it, and I think it makes it easier from the consumer perspective to identify what reel is going to suit them.
Yeah,
You're either looking
that's
for
right.
a large saltwater reel or you're looking for a smaller, lighter finesse reel, and that's been made easier now as they've separated the two from their ranges, and I think it's
Yeah.
worked really well.
That's
Yeah.
right.
There you
Beautiful.
go.
Really
the
nice reel.
Stratic FL.
I mean, mind you, I think the 5,000 is still pulling 10 or 12 kilos of drag.
well, the
So
other one was
it's-
11,
yes.
11 kilos.
So
I
it's
think,
not
yeah.
like they can't do it. They just, they're a lot more compact
So the
and
new
lighter than
Stratic,
they've ever been.
even if you don't catch fish, you'll
Just
feel
say
good
yes, you
using
look good doing it too.
Talking fishing.